What's going on, Counter-Strikers? Today I want to talk to you folks about flashbangs, one of the aspects of Counter-Strike that I think very few people take the time to fully understand. And for novice players, I think there's just a ton of myths associated with flashbangs. And it's, especially in CSGO, the way flashbangs work in CSGO is so hard to know whether you fully flash someone and just how successful you are with flashbangs. So I want to start off by just going over the basics of how flashbangs work. I think a lot of people have the impression you must turn 180 degrees away from a flashbang. You have to fully get your back to that flash in order to negate its effects, in order to protect yourself from it. That's actually not true. If I turn like 90 degrees away, I'm basically getting the same effect as if I turn 180, right? I'm flashed very little. So, and even in there, I'm getting like a minimal flash effect. That's maybe what, 60, 70 degrees? Whereas if I'm like 10, 15, 30 degrees, I'm getting a pretty full flashbang, about 4 seconds of full white screen. That's ideal. So that also applies for distance, right? So even if a flashbang is right in my feet, I can just kind of turn 90 degrees. It's right there, but I'm 90 degrees turned, and I'm basically negating the entire flash effect. This also applies for the Z-axis. So if a flashbang is in the air directly over my head, say, and I'm 90 degrees down, this is 0, and this is like 30 degrees, 45, 90. I'm negating that effect simply by being parallel with the ground. So what we care about, in other words, is where our opponent's eyes are when the flashbang goes off. It's not about distance. It's all about where their eyes are. So that's how you need to think. So let's run through a little bit of a scenario here. Let's say that we're playing on the terrorist side. We want to get into bomb site B. That's where we've decided we want to attack. And we've got a counter-terrorist playing this position right here. It's a pretty common spot. They're playing this angle. They're hoping to catch people peeking. They're being a good, responsible CT. So what we don't want to do in this situation, we don't want to just sort of say, oh, here we come. I'm going to throw a clumsy flashbang. They're just sort of lobbed in a general area. They're just sort of like flashing the bomb site in some abstract way. You know, watch this line as it comes around the corner here. I'm giving my opponent all of this time, all of this warning as it bounces. This is probably 2.5 seconds to react to this. And again, what we just learned, all you have to do is go like this, or go like this, and you're fully protected from that flashbang, essentially. So what we want to do is we want to do what's known as a pop flash. That's one technique for flashbanging. And a pop flash is a flash that goes off sort of at the earliest possible moment, usually in the air, in order to flash someone, in order to give them as little warning as possible that that flashbang is coming. So a good pop flash for this corner in this situation would go off somewhere in this range, right? I'm giving them very little warning if it goes off in the air, kind of right where I'm standing and jumping. I'm giving them very little time to react. So how do we do that? So, one of the ways we can do it is we can have a teammate flash for us. This is probably the safer way because it doesn't mean that we're taking out a grenade instead of our weapon. So if we have a teammate playing this position right here, pretend this is a terrorist, say if they want to pop around this corner here, we'd have a teammate hang back here, throw the flash out. That's not a very good one, so let's try that again. Throw it even higher. And we're giving them even less time to react here. This one was on the roof, it's not perfect. If we want to do it solo, we want to use the environment and geometry to sort of bounce flashes off the wall. So again, that they go off as early as possible as they come around that corner. And that one was a similar position. So again, instead of that long travel time of bouncing, deflection, we're giving them this like very small window to react to the fact that we just flashed. Well, that's a pretty good one right there. So again, in motion this would look like, bang, I flash, and I get you. So next we want to talk about the fake flashbang. So a fake flashbang kind of works on an opposite inverted concept. So with a fake flash, we're banking on the idea that we're going to kill our opponent as they're reacting to the presence of the flash. So say that we've got someone watching arch side here. So we're coming up here, we're coming down mid, we're preparing our flashbang, and we want to kill this guy. We're confident there's not somebody over here. We want to kill this guy standing right here. So again, if we don't really have a lot of geometry to bounce a pop flash off of, we can do what's known as a fake flash. So a fake flash, I'm sort of turning with the flashbang. I'm letting them look at the flashbang, and I'm turning, thinking that they're going to react to that. He's going to, as he sees that flashbang coming right to left, he's going to turn like this. He's going to put his eyes down. He's going to like maybe go like this and give up map control. But either way, as that happens, I'm turning much more quickly before the flashbang goes off and getting him. So as he turns away, I'm there. I'm there before the flashbang goes off, and ideally the flashbang is going off behind me. That's an important part of the recipe here, so to speak. So in other words, if I'm doing this, the flashbang's in front of me, some players that'll work for them. But I'm sort of shrinking the window of time that I have available to pull it off. So those are just a couple of the flashbangs, basic kind of techniques for flashbang, guys. There's a lot of map-specific rules and specific throws that you can make, and the main thing I want you to come away with from watching this video is that you do not have to turn 180 degrees if you're going to flash into an area. If you're worried about it, you can really just kind of make this quick peek away, come in, and you'll be totally protected from the effects of a flashbang. As always, one of the best things you can do is come to a practice map like this, load some bots in, and just try it out for yourself. Look up console commands online that will give you infinite ammo. I'll give it away real quick here. It's SV infinite ammo 1. It's going to let me throw infinite grenades and stuff like that. And you can just type in stuff like give weapon HE grenade. And you can bind that to a specific key as well. So I can say like bind P, and then I put this in quotes. And I'm giving myself infinite grenades. Great. So yeah, hopefully that's helpful, guys. Let me know in the comments what sort of tips you'd like to see in the future. I'm glad to go over this stuff to the best of my ability. I'm not a professional Counter-Strike player, but I played enough of it to hopefully give you guys some easy guidance and make the next step into playing well and having fun.